really an exciting process to open a restaurant. First of all, I have my hat as a restaurant person and I have my hat as a customer.
Yes.
And when I experience something really, really good, when I'm, let's say, traveling or just anywhere, it just becomes sort of natural in me to want to, replicate or produce this same experience,
Yes.
wherein I'm the one providing it instead of being it provided to. So that starts it off.
What makes a dining experience truly unforgettable? Is it the food, the drinks, the stories, or is it the people behind them? In the world of culinary masterminds, there are those who create meals, and then there are those who craft experiences. This is Carlo Lorenzana, the man behind Nikkei Group, and his journey is as much about feeling as it is about flavors. From sushi rolls sprinkled with Peruvian spices to tacos bursting with life, Carlo and his team turned dining into an art form. This is the story of Nikkei Group, a company founded on the vision of not just serving food, but about blending flavors and cultures. But how did Carlo Lorenzana build a legacy on this idea?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me again. You never age.
We never age. Carl, I've known you for quite some time. When you were starting this business, we met, and I like how this is like a full circle and like seeing you here now again. And I want to just go back to, I never asked you how this whole thing started for you.
For me, because when I was a little kid, I'd, tag along with my mom to her restaurant in the hotel, and I guess, and in the summers I would sell all sorts of food to people in the hotel.
Really? How cute!
And and I'd make money, and that whole process of doing something like that is really fulfilling.
How old were you when you started doing that?
Maybe even before high school,
Yeah.
like grade 5, 6.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe when I was 12.
What were you selling?
11. All sorts of stuff. Even when I was a kid, I'd sell buko juice
Yeah.
and little desserts to the employees in the hotel.
Yes.
Like I'd ask someone to get buko from the trees.
Yes. And you'd
Make
make
it into juice and sell it, right? So that whole, process.
That set everything up for you.
Yeah, that was very fulfilling.
Carlo comes from a long-standing player in the Philippine food industry. I'm sure you've heard of the heritage brand Lorenzana Food Corporation. Despite this, Carlo wanted to carve his own path in the business. Nikkei Group, now the brainchild of Carlo and wife Jackie Lorenzana, has become synonymous with culinary innovation. Known for seamlessly blending diverse flavors and crafting unforgettable dining experiences.
I'm always, I'm a thinker. I'm an overthinker, so I end up, thinking of every possible scenario.
In 2015, a quiet revolution began in Manila's food scene. The Nikkei Group started a concept that was unheard of in the Philippines: Japanese Peruvian cuisine. This was brought to life at Nikkei, the flagship restaurant that started it all, an unassuming establishment in Legazpi Village. Before social media made restaurants famous, it was word of mouth that helped Nikkei gain a loyal following. The menu is a celebration of contrast and harmony, like fresh cuts of sashimi made into Peruvian-style tiradito. And the crowd favorite, the miso black cod. And so many more dishes that highlight Japanese-Peruvian fusion. Carla saw an opportunity to bring this unique blend of cultures to the Philippines, making Nikkei the first in its kind in the country. What began with a single Japanese-Peruvian restaurant in 2015 quickly transformed into something much bigger, now with 10 branches.
When you think about your company, what do you describe as your company DNA, your brand DNA? What is it that's really at the core of it?
Well, it's a complete experience for the customer. From the time they walk in, they're happy with, with being in the right place. And then when they sit down, they actually, we follow through on good products. And then good people-friendly service, consistent, very reliable. And even if we make mistakes, we try to recover. And good drinks, obviously.
That's in your brand DNA, definitely.
While Nikkei introduced Manila to Japanese-Peruvian fusion, the Nikkei Group didn't stop there. They continued to push boundaries. Enter Sakagura, Nikkei Group's tribute to authenticity and craftsmanship. Sakagura is set right across Nikkei Nama in Juan Bonifacio in BGC. It's an authentic Japanese sake bar. This is where you can also try an 8-course omakase. What sets Sakagura apart isn't just the attention to detail, it's the uncompromising authenticity. From the ingredients flown in directly from Japan to the techniques honed through tradition, every dish is a testament to the craftsmanship behind Japanese cuisine. Of course, I had to try the sake with Carlo.
Yeah,
Relaxing.
thanks to the sake.
Cheers!
I started with 3 kinds of nigiri: toro, hamachi, and shake.
Oh my gosh, what a treat. Thank you.
Next, uni ikura.
Oh my god, that is so good. So creamy. I mean, you really can tell the freshness of it. This is flown in from Japan.
I was looking forward to the Wagyu Tare Tamago. This one was A5 Wagyu, the highest grade for Wagyu beef.
Oh gosh, that's tender. Melts in your mouth. Oh my gosh. And it's very smoky as well. You smoked it, chef? It's really good.
Then I had the black cod that was served on a grill.
Lovely. Thank you so much. Kita nyo? Sizzling. Look at that. Wow. See that? Dip it in the sauce. It's like butter. Oh my god, it's so good. That gindera is so fresh and cooked perfectly.
And then I ended with matcha deluxe.
It's very light. It's not at all too sweet. Yay! Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Ako lang talaga yung pumalak ko sa sarili ko. Yay! Thank you.
Today, Nikkei Group stands as a trailblazer in the Philippine dining scene, with many more concepts under its banner.
So I'm going to ask you to choose between all your children, which is your like number one child?
So I get asked that question, and it's a very difficult question to answer.
Yes.
The number one child is always the one that's struggling.
Is it?
So yeah, so when someone's struggling, you give that more attention. Just like your children. If you have, if you have children and you love all of them the same way.
Yes.
When someone is struggling, when someone is excelling, you tend to leave that one alone. You love it. You never, love one more than the other.
Okay.
But it's more of giving more attention to the one that needs it more.
Very good answer.
Behind every concept, every dish, and every restaurant is a team of talented individuals working together to bring the Nikkei Group's vision to life. And for Carlo, collaboration is at the heart of every success.
Partner with people who know what they're doing, who are good at what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because you can only do so much, really, and a lot of things take time. There's always a learning curve, and when you can cut that learning curve short, then that improves the ratio of success.
True to the roots of the Nikkei Group, Carlo discovers not just new flavors, but fresh talents. On a trip to Siargao, he ate in a Spanish Mediterranean restaurant, and it sparked an idea. Here he met Chef Luis.
So I was visiting Siargao,
Yeah.
and I just ate in his restaurant. I loved it. The place was beautiful. The food was good, and then the next day I set up a meeting with him the next day.
I'm Luis Martinez. I'm Spanish. I moved here to the Philippines like 8 years ago. I was based in Siargao, and 3 years ago I decided to move here to Manila.
Luis Martinez isn't your typical chef. In fact, he was a veterinarian. He came to the Philippines on holiday, fell in love with Siargao Island, and the rest is history. Chef Luis dreamt of opening up a hotel, but the pandemic happened.
I ran out of funds. I need to do something to survive, to be honest. So that's how I started my first restaurant here in the Philippines, because I needed some incomes to survive during the whole pandemic. So we started with cooking at home paellas, sharing the paellas with a little tuk-tuk that we bought. People were surprised, oh wow, these Spanish guys are delivering paellas here, and people start liking the food that we were doing.
I visited Chef Luis in the Poblacion Makati branch of Alma.
Alma means soul. Soul because we cook from our soul, because we didn't study, we didn't know how to cook properly, how to run a restaurant. For Alma, the vibe that I wanted to give is an island vibe, something that you can go, you can really enjoy, and you can be relaxed. It's very relaxed in this place, and it's a place where it's invited to drink. Also in Siargao, because we have the ocean in front, and it's just a place where to have your simple dinner with friends. And different concept is like Terraza Martinez. I consider Terraza the big brother of Alma, because it's more elevated cuisine. The place looks a little bit more formal. With Sala Martinez, I tried to make something more Spanish in terms of more traditional. With these new dishes, what I'm trying is to give a journey to the guests through Spain.
Arroz al horno. Roasted cherry tomatoes and burrata salad. His favorite, grilled pork ears. Carpaccio de pulpo. And finish with flan de huevo y caramelo.
So we're standing here like we're in a tapas bar. We just need our wine, please. Or so
One
we're,
beer.
yeah, and beer for Chef Luis. So I'm gonna try this dish. That's delicious. I like it. It's creamy and then tardiness from the tomatoes. That's delicious. I can imagine having this in front of the beach, as you mentioned. Yeah, with
Sparkling wine.
With sparkling wine, exactly.
Yes.
Some
During
refreshing drinks. Okay, so we have here Spanish fish and chips.
I say Spanish fish and chips, we don't use chips, but this
Yeah.
is a black tempura fish. So
Okay.
it's black because we use squid ink, fresh squid ink. The fish is local, fresh from the market. The sauce is piquillo sauce, it's sweet.
Yes.
And on top we have alioli sauce, it's garlicky.
Ooh, it's
So-
very, very pretty as well. So.
Because I think that when you eat first with your eyes, right? You eat with your nose, with the smell of the dish. And last, you eat with your mouth. So if you like it with your eyes, you like it with your nose, and you like it with your mouth, that's a win-win for me. So first of all, it's not just putting food in a dish. It's creating something artistic for me. So I'm playing around with the colors and with the texture.
Calabaza asada.
Asada, yes.
Did I say it right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I'm very, very excited to try this dish.
Go for it. I would recommend to try from that side.
This side.
Yeah, because it's the best part.
Okay.
And to combine with a little bit of everything.
A little bit of honey, a little bit of the strudel. There you go.
I want to show with this one that less, for me, less is more.
Oh my God. That is amazing.
Thank you.
That is amazing. I'm surprised that this is how it tastes. It's just, the sweetness is perfect. It tastes like a bit like Christmas. Cinnamony, pumpkiny. Thanks, Chef. This is so good.
Enjoy.
While Chef Luis brings artistry to the kitchen, it's Carlo's vision and business sense that tie everything together. His ability to identify talent, foster collaboration, and guide the group toward innovation has been the driving force behind the Nikkei Group's success. Through collaboration, he's cultivated a space where culinary talent thrives, working hand in hand with chefs to constantly innovate while staying true to the authenticity of each dish.
How do you know what concepts to do? You have had so many different, you have Japanese, Peruvian, you have Spanish, you have burger place, you have so many different things. And you're venturing into different cuisines, different styles. How do you know what to do, what next to do, what to pursue?
So there's always, something. There's always something that I have in mind in the pipeline, and I keep my eye, like I said, I keep my eyes open when I love something or something is. And I travel and see things and even hear about things. Even everything's in the palm of your hand these days on what's happening around the world. So there's a lot of things that catch my attention, but really it's just a natural process of things. I mean, obviously I'm not a chef, right? But if I meet the chef or if I meet the guy who started whatever X concept or cuisine, and everything falls into place, and a location comes in from one of my landlords whom I really try to keep good relationships with. So that all comes into play, whether it's Japanese, Spanish, just burgers or pizza,
Yes.
or coffee, or just anything.
Yes.
So after more than 16 years in the business, we could say that Carlo is no longer experimenting with fusion and not just looking for the next food trend. He's cracked the code to the Filipino palate and knows exactly what hits the spot. And now he's ready to whip up something exciting. I learned that from Carlo, great food isn't just about flavors. It's about making people come back for more. And from what he tells me, he has a pretty good idea for what's next on the menu. Coming this February is Bistro Le Cuckoo.